Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Going Medieval. In the last part, we got a very clutch visit by a merchant, which let us get our cellar set up in earnest, because now we have some ice blocks, yay! And you may see down there, we do have a little bit of a weird forbidden bug. I don't know what that's about, but we also had one over here, which is possibly preventing our merlins from getting built, so we'll have to deal with that pretty quickly, because the other thing that happened is we got a visit from this guy, who is a mountain bandit. So chances are these guys are not going to be friendly. However, we do have a full day to go send a negotiator, so we should probably go ahead and make the most of the time we have before the fight actually starts. Okay, well, they at least built that one. Are you going to build this one? Yeah, I'm not sure why this is... It's stable, so it's not like it's not working. I'm gonna try destroying this and then rebuilding it. A little inefficient, but I do want to figure out what that stuff is about. But while we figure those issues out, we also did build the workshop last time above the warehouse, which I think this will be a nice little change of pace. Hopefully this works out for us. And most importantly of all, for our safety, we did get these little skeps built. So hopefully we can get some beeswax in so that we can get these water barrels set up, and then we'll be all good. That being said, we do really need to hope that these bandits don't bring torches to this fight, because I don't think those are going to get done in time, so yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, it looks like our guys are going to be doing a lot of long-range hauling for now. I think I'm going to let them do that for a moment. We do need to figure out what we want to do next. Namely, yeah, what kind of weapons do we want? Those guys both have shields. You guys have bows. You have a spear. Let's see. Everyone has armor. Everyone has a helmet except you. I don't believe we have the textiles to make another one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we just have cloth, which is not going to give us armor, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and make an extra shield while we're thinking about it. Other than that, we have spears here. Could go for another short bow, might as well. And go ahead and make an extra sling. And the negotiator is actually down this way, which, again, I don't think means they're necessarily going to attack from this direction. I'm trying to think of what we can really do to set up other than make weapons, because I don't think we really have the capacity to crank out a bunch of traps, because I think because of the update, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, even your stick traps need wooden mechanical components, which we could start making over here, which we probably should, to be fair. Do we even have that good of a carpenter? We need 10. We do have 2 good carpenters. They just don't have growths. What research do we have on the table? Oh, we do have ice making. Yay. Probably don't go for that right this second. Other than that, it's just clay and stone, which stone walls would be nice. We definitely don't have time for that. Honestly, we might be better off just triggering the siege in the morning and seeing what the day does after that. Yeah, one thing I was considering working on before, you know, we had to deal with a siege. Okay, you know what? There are a couple things I think we can do. Let's do some wicker doors. Let's see. We'll do one right there. And it's not my favorite, but there's going to be one in your bedroom. Go ahead and do some wicker flooring along this back wall and along this back wall. We need to have some shooting coverage on the backside, and maybe get rid of this tree because it could block line of sight. And I guess we'll get rid of those merlins, and then we'll throw some merlins up on this, and then I guess we'll call that good. A little bit of an impromptu defense we're putting together, but it's what we have to work with. And I think in that vein, let's actually go ahead and throw another weapon rack in the workshop itself so that we can have some extra weapons on standby up top. Probably wouldn't hurt to get another one over here as well. Yeah, like that. I think that'll be all right. Yeah, we've got plenty of melee weapons on the front. I think we do need... You're working on the shield. Actually, go ahead and make another one, and you were working on the bows and the sling. And go ahead and connect this to the outer wall. We'll go ahead and flatten that out, and then go ahead and get the merlins for this. A slight problem, it looks like we are going to have to actually wall this up to make sure we can put up the merlins, so let's actually do that as well and then put them up. There we go. Now that'll work. Okay, and yeah, the rooms are definitely cold at night, so we can go ahead and turn on the braziers for everybody, please. Morning of the siege, nice and dreary out, and at this point, I don't know if we're going to even be able to get out there to negotiate in time, because I do want to try and get this stuff built as a priority. We'll see what we can do. Don't let anything else get done. Just keep working on all this. In fact, you know what? Everyone should probably just go priority construction at the moment. I feel like this stuff's a little bit more important. Go ahead and finish that up, though. That's fine. Yeah, everyone finish what you're doing and then get straight into building. Yay, more friendship, because friendship is power. Hopefully a power of friendship can save us from an arrow to the face. We'll see. I might try to send a negotiator out just in case, but I think chances are when we say no that they're just gonna be like, all right, well, now we're gonna try and kill you. See if they can get some of this done. It'll probably take a couple hours to walk out there, so we do have a little bit of time. I might send someone at lunch, and then they might be annoyed for the day, but we'll just give them some time to chill afterwards. So I go ahead and go deal with this lad. Hopefully that goes all right. Everyone else will take care of the construction work in the meantime. Another goat has been given birth to. Yay. Unfortunately, we haven't had time to get you fixed up yet. I might want to swap Ulrich to a regular buckler, or I might even just want to give him a bow instead. Reichelt should definitely get a shield. The wildling's hide smelled sour and filthy. A horde of mountain clans surrounds Windridge, he said. You will not survive our attack, so make it worth our while to walk to the next settlement and destroy them in your stead. So we can make him an offer. Some people will get a negative modifier on that. I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's see, that's 7 marauders, 2 archers. Okay. Yeah, we don't bow. You stood your ground, and we make ready for battle. They'll be here in 4 hours. So everyone go ahead and get what you can done. Where are those other shields at? All right, Reicheld, you should probably go ahead and grab this buckler. So we'll have 2 good melee. We'll have 3 people shooting down. Ulrich, I'm going to go ahead and have you grab a good bow, since that tower shield's likely to break mid-combat. And most of the Merlins themselves are done. See if we can sneak some traps in before the start of the battle, but I think it's a little bit late for that. How much skill do you need for that? 15, okay. It seems like only Dwight will be able to do that. One else can go back down to 2 construction. Okay, so they seem to have come over from this side. You guys can probably go ahead and stop doing the barley thing. That's fine. Everyone get inside, get up on the walls. Oswald, you do not have time to finish that, so you go ahead and draft up. Dwight, go ahead and finish your construction, and then we'll get you drafted up. And now you get inside. And since they are coming from this direction, they might decide to go for the front door. We'll have to see. They've started the attack, no problem. Oswald, go ahead and get on the corner. You have the longbow. Ulrich, you can get on this part. Now, the question will be, where do we want to respond with our melee troops? I think we keep you downstairs inside for the moment. Okay, slight problem. I just noticed. Apparently the spear is a 2-hander. I thought it was a 1-handed spear. Okay. In which case, let's go ahead and grab a reinforced spear. Okay, that's fine. So you 2 vibe there. And the last one, Laurentia, you get a little bit of space over here. And we'll see what they do. Okay, we got 1 shooter out here. Looks like these are going to be all our melee guys. They're going to go straight for the fields. That makes sense. And just in case, let's get Dwight right here. And Reichelt right here for the moment. Get you guys a little bit closer and have you all hold your ground. All right, good shots to start off. Okay, Ulrich, I think you're going to need to get over to the front side and then hold ground. Okay, looks like they're going to be going for the back again, possibly. Are they going to be going for the library again? Okay, you guys go ahead and go for that. Yeah, they're all going for over here. You 3 shoot at the archer, since he's the only one that can do damage to us. Okay, they really like the library. That's interesting. Dwight, hold here. Reicheld, hold right behind him. And then we're going to get you guys around up top. Change the level. Head this way. Ulrich can go to this point. Laurentia can go here. Oswald's counter-firing. I need you to move. Oh, the overhang's going to be a little bit of a problem here. Okay, that guy might bleed out. So now definitely go ahead and keep moving, Oswald, please. Thank you. Yeah, the overhang might be a problem, actually. You 3 just rip shots at him. Yeah, this could be a problem. I probably need to get someone over there. That's going to take a long time to get over there because we don't have a connection over here. They have to go all the way down and then up, which by that time they'll be through the... Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is what I get for trying to over-prepare, I guess. Scheisse. Yeah, keep getting shots on him. If we can at least get a kill here, that would be good. Okay, they hit that, and then they moved immediately when they saw there was a stairwell in the way. Okay. Okay, good kill there. Go up. Now you guys go to the front. You guys get over into here. See where they're planning to go. Oswald, keep going this way, please. Okay, they are going for the front door, and you did trigger that trap. Excellent. Your guys aren't aiming for the guy I want you to. I might have to... Okay, try getting on the... Oh, what? Interesting shots you think you have. Okay, good kill on the archer. Yeah, I'm gonna try getting on the thing for once, and maybe that'll help. Yeah, these are some weird shots you guys think you have. Okay, well, if that's gonna possibly work... I'm gonna try a little bit greedy here and see if we can hold this. Roger, Sarah. Okay, so far so good. Dwight, you can hold the line. Are you guys firing or no? I can't tell. Okay, you know what? You two pull back inside. And then you guys get just right in here. Laurentia, please. Thank you. Dwight, do not keep fighting. Pull back. You guys aim at the fierce marauder, because he is fierce. Okay, let's see. How do we want to do this? Reicheld. Right there. Dwight right here. They're going to break down the door immediately. Oh, Reicheld is almost dead immediately. Okay, where do we let them run rampant is the question. Where would we want to lead them? Could go through the warehouse. I mean, the thing is, they're going to go either way. So, what do we let them destroy, I guess? Also, probably turn the braziers off real quick. I have a feeling that might be bad to leave on during the siege. This is a toughie. Chances are they're going to be so slow at this point because they are damaged, they're just going to die. Try and run up here. Double click. Just keep clicking. Keep clicking. And then get up top. Do not chase that. Do not chase that. Okay, this is gonna get real sketchy here. Pull back to this corner. Maybe they'll just destroy enough stuff and then they'll go away. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay, they're gonna break through. That's fine. I think the plan might have to be... Spread out. Spread out. Spread out. You guys go up top. You're both bleeding. That's not my favorite. Okay. Okay, you guys hold the line here. You two aim at Sybil. You aim at this guy. Yep. Okay. So far, so good. All right, Reicheld unconscious. That's not my favorite. Reicheld unconscious. 2 dead. You 3 need to hit that one. White, hold the line. Hold ground. Yay. Okay, actually pull back a little bit. You aim for this one. You two pull back. Aim for that. Ulrich now pull back. Okay. You aim for that. Oswald pull back. You try to get a kill on... There we go, good kill. Go for this big guy. You can shoot at that one. Ulrich pulls back. Dwight, hold ground, please. Try and get a kill here. You pull inside now. Ulrich also pulls inside. You keep shooting that. Dwight, you pull back to here. And now you guys pull... No, Oswald, not that way. Okay, you're not close enough yet. That's fine. All right, inside. Yes. Okay. Dwight, hold ground, please. I'm begging you. Now, Ulrich, you stand. Do not equip. I think there might be a way to... Hold on. Is there... I'm trying to just get you to stand there. It's fine. Screw it. We'll put you over here. You go stand over here, I guess, to try and draw attention. I'm pretty sure Reicheld's dead. I'm pretty sure we can't save her. Okay. Now, Oswald, go ahead and go around the long way. Okay, here we go. She's gonna come over here. You just stand here. Rip shot. Okay, well, she blocked it. That's a shame. Okay, Ulrich, go ahead and pull back now. Oswald, aim. You're aiming at this one. Dwight, you just keep holding that position. There we go. Okay, 8 dead. We can't really take you prisoner, though, can we? Maybe he would be willing to join us. I maybe should have checked that. You 3 just rip shots at him. Kill him. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Dwight, undraft. You save Reicheld. You 3 sit down here and wait for him to come outside. You know, maybe I should actually be reading that stuff, but quite frankly, I'm just kind of hopped up on the fact that I'm trying to hunt this man down. Okay, guys, please aim and shoot. Run him down. No survivors, no mercy. Earl, attack. You don't have the training yet. Okay, get closer. You get over here. Okay, come on. Someone can get him. There we go. Okay, so good news. I think the new ideas work. And okay, Ulrich's carrying her to bed. All right, it looks like we did the wounding to make sure she didn't bleed out. She is effed up though. She is not looking great. Get her, Ulrich's just carrying her so fast. Okay, good job, guys. Oh, that was sketchy. Of course, first thing we need to do, allow earthing. Settlers are suffering from cold. We'll go ahead and turn on the braziers to celebrate. So I think the good news is that we have proven the concept of interior fighting. That can work. Don't do this dumb shit again. That was kind of pointless. The idea was good in theory, but we definitely need to have like a good outer wall. I don't think we can justify this kind of platform defense because they're just going to break it out from under you. Granted, I did just realize that we didn't have that second layer here, so maybe that would have been the play. So we'll at least patch this back in. I might throw a second layer here afterwards. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to delete that one behind the library or just put a second layer here to make that work. Because we do need to expand this eventually, but yeah, I wasn't planning to do it mid-siege. White is also pretty messed up. But our archers are all perfectly fine. That's good. Yeah, you're going to have to convalesce a little bit. That's fine. You bruised your nose, bruised chest, bruised leg, pierced arm muscle, broken leg, bruised chest, bruised arm. Yeah, Reichel, definitely you did well there for not having any armor and a spear and a dream. And Dwight will also need medical treatment, but he should hopefully be able to sleep some of that off worst case scenario. I think we still have some legit medicine. Yeah, we do. We just need to give him a chance to actually get worked on. But priority in the morning will be to get rid of all the bodies. bodies. I think I might have effed up there by not taking that guy in. I assumed that would have been prisoner, but I think we maybe can just grab people. I'm not entirely sure, but there we go. And we do have enough room on stockpile for these bodies, so we should be okay on that front. We do have quite a few repairs we're going to need to make, but we'll get to that when we can. I don't think they actually broke that much in the place. I think they were more focused on trying to kill us, which I'm actually pretty okay with because it worked out. Yeah, they broke a few doors, which, okay, so what? Other than that, though, I think we're fine. I'll be honest, I was fully expecting them to go into looting mode as soon as they got inside. They did not care about that in the slightest. That's what a lot of this stuff was out here for, so they could actually destroy it and then I could shoot at them while they did it. But they straight up did not care. Oh, hey, you have a nice helmet for us. Dope. Oh, and speaking of, definitely make sure that we get these guys on all their proper gear now. And we can probably switch over to winter gear soonish. It's still pretty hot out during the day, and we should be able to set these traps back up. Yeah, that was real interesting that they just destroyed the one wall and we're like, oh, actually, never mind. Now we're gonna do what we should. That is a little bit interesting. I wasn't expecting that. The important thing is that everyone's okay. Ish. In fact, these guys are just going straight into the botany. Ulrich's going to be taking care of the bodies, and Oswald, I think, will be helping out with that. We definitely want to get rid of those before they cause a stink and make everyone depressed. Yeah, Laurentia, as much as I know you hate it, I do need you to do the urgent haul along with everyone else, actually. I'm sorry. I promise to not do that too often, but with the bodies, it's kind of a necessity. You know, I did just realize these are actually really close to the fields that we're working. I might want to put these guys a little bit further out now. Sorry, you guys are going to have to move the bodies one more time, but I don't want you guys looking at those while you're farming the whole time either. That would be also bad. Unfortunately, no goats to help out with the hauling yet, but hopefully we can get that done over the winter. That would be really good for us. We are down to 2 med kits, so we do need to be a little bit careful. In fact, the next merchant that comes, we might want to start looking at buying some of those until we can get our alchemy up and running. Okay, looks like that's going to be all of the bodies taken care of. Excellent. And we probably need to expand the warfare stockpile ever so slightly. Also, I did just realize the one person that's going to be doing all the repairs is Dwight, who is laid out, but okay, looks like he's up and about now. He did just need a day of rest, but now he seems to be a-okay. Or he may just be praying. We'll see. Raquel, broken leg max. Love that for us. That's really great. Her pain threshold is going down. Her HP's recovering. Everything else is fine. She's just going to need probably at least one more day to get rid of most of that. The broken leg for, I think, what's that going to be, 4 days is pretty rough. The one thing we can do is prepare for next time and definitely make sure that we have some more armor. Once we bring all this stuff inside, when we have a spare moment, we'll probably want to reevaluate and maybe even start setting up some... I don't think we can go full templates yet because we are still living off scavenged gear, but we can probably at least pick and choose what we force equip, and then we'll have them just auto-equip backups. And I think actually after that, it might be worth even trying to get the prisoner chamber going sooner rather than later. It's something I've been putting off the past couple seasons, and are you shitting me? At least we're getting somebody, but how do we have looters coming after us already? Okay, you know what? I was saying if you do well, you get punished for it. Okay, how many? 5, 7. I think that's the same attack, basically, that we just did. The problem is... Ooh. Ranged melee combat Taylor. Appearing deranged at first, Scott was simply overcome with terror. A pitiful, stumbling corpse with wheels from binding and harsh beatings by a cruel master. Scott begged, "Hide me. I will die if I am caught." 4 marksman, 3 melee. Oh, you're not actually good at it. You just have potential. You're a Taylor. And a couple traits. Yeah, we'll take you in. How messed up are you? Chest laceration and a concussion. Dope. And we have 2 days until they get here, so we at least have time to hopefully get you to recover. How about concussion? Okay, well, you'll have to fight through a concussion. The laceration, we should be able to at least get bandaged up before anything too serious happens. You're disfigured, which isn't great, and you like to drink. So, not the best perks, but we've probably had worse. For what's worth, you're actually also a really good medic, so... You guys can go down on that. Go ahead and get these set up for you. Another backup gardener, if you can believe it. But here we go. Our actual Taylor has showed up. Huzzah. You can be a backup on it. Yeah, we might have to figure out another job for you, but first off, let's make sure that you get inside and make sure that you're not dying. That would be pretty important for us. Okay, yeah, it looks like Dwight is fully working again, so that's good. But yeah, Raquel's going to be convalescing the whole time. This guy's going to be laid out for a bit. Okay, I am going to try, actually, and double layer this since we don't really have a lot of time until the next siege. So hopefully this will work out. We'll see. But this one, we should be able to shoot down on them because it is set up properly. So I think with this addition, we should be fine. And we're getting another of those backed up. We need to get this guy get you a work schedule as well once you're up and running. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want to give that guy a melee weapon or a bow yet. We'll give it a day to let everyone heal up first before we worry about that. Okay, Raquel needs another 20 hours for her arm and her chest to recover, but those will at least get fixed up before the next siege. I might need to swap you over to a ranged weapon and then have him pick up the melee weapon. Not great that our melee guy will have to fight with a concussion, but yeah, she's gonna have 0 movement, so if she gets caught, she's dead. And like literally no evasion. So that's going to be a bit tricky to work around. Okay, looks like Ulrich is resetting all the traps. We do need to make sure that this gets... Oh, Dwight's still convalescing. That's not great. Okay, his stuff should recover overnight, though. Okay, and Ulrich is taking care of the repairs, thankfully. Okay, thank you, Ulrich. I love you. You know what? You can also be a #1 since you're being an absolute bro about it. Might also be time to switch everyone over to the winter clothing, I think, in the morning. Okay, so yeah, Ulrich's gonna do all the repairs right now. Excellent. Yeah, let's actually get everyone over on winter gear as soon as we can. Okay, I think I might actually need to have Laurentia switch over to being melee. So I'm gonna see if we can do another melee with shield. And then you guys can go range, no shields. Okay, it looks like Dwight's gonna recover pretty well today. I think he might even be fine now. Scott, how are you looking? 2 hours on your chest laceration. Your concussion is serious. Of course it is. But other than that, you should be fine. And Raquel should recover from her other stuff pretty quickly. But yeah, that broken leg's going to be a problem for quite a while, I imagine. And at this point, I think we just need to make a straight up warfare stockpile in the workshop just to make sure that we can get everything inside. We'll worry about sorting the stuff later. I'm actually going to go ahead and mark everything in the base for urgent haul so that we get that taken care of. Oh, and there we go. In some good news, we actually have our beeswax, so we can start making the water barrels. Yay. I don't even know if we're going to have time to go grab water to fill them, but you know what? At least we can get the barrels built. Yeah, the warfare is just going to have literally all the warfare and ammo in the world right now that we can't really afford to be picky at this particular moment. Also, follow-up. Did you guys switch over to winter gear yet? Nope. I think I'm going to have to drop to make you guys do something smart on that front. You have your flimsy ones on from coming in. That'll have to work. Okay, we're down to 20 hours until the search party arrives. We've got most of the stuff inside. You two are going to convalesce at least one more day. Go ahead and grab that. Grab all of the clothes that got dropped. And then I think we'll have everything inside. Okay, so yeah, your mail armor is basically non-existent. Oh, yours I think is literally non-existent because we can't even look at it anymore. Good. Go ahead and drop that. Oh, good. It's not even on your person. It's just in the... Okay, there we go. Just took a second for the game to figure that out. Let me guess, Strikeheld's, yours is non-existent either. Yep. Okay, there might be something a little bit screwy with the overlay at the moment with when it decides when you do and don't have armor. Because it seems like it's holding on to stuff that's non-existent, which is really annoying, actually. I am going to drop these ones that are, like, on the verge of breaking, because they should just break on the stockpile, hopefully. Okay, Scott did grab a sling. I'm good with that, so you can actually go ahead and grab a shield as well. Okay, and you are down to just your concussion. Excellent. And this stuff's going to wear off in a couple hours, so you'll be down to a broken leg. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to work. I am going to try and go a little bit old school with this real quick, and try and go for another little security door right on the outside of the first one. There we go. Reinforced, please. Thank you. And let's see if we can try and get some extra traps up in here. There we go. Get that little cross pattern going so that we can walk through, but hopefully they trigger every single one. Okay, and there is Dwight going ahead and getting all the barrels set up. So they are set up. We do have to fill them manually. This one will fill up with the rain, but of course that's the last one we're working on, so it'll probably get filled up by the time everyone's already done. Okay, and you are getting your winter gear. Good. You've grabbed some that have 3 health. Excellent. The important thing is that you should, well, I say you should fix it. We might need to go force equip some winter clothes to make sure people are fine. There we go. Now you have clothes on. Good job. Proud of you. Okay, our wood stockpile is still looking okay, but we are just pretty low on it. We really haven't had a chance to do anything since the siege happened and whatnot, which we're 12 hours from the next one. Dwight should at least get the walls finished up, and Ulrich is helping out because he's going to be our new backup constructor. He love to see it, which should hopefully give Dwight plenty of time to get the actual traps and the important stuff done. We'll see. He's going to work on the door first. That's fair. All right, good job. Round 2, here we go, I believe. All right, 0 for 2, man. This is what you get for when you watch people do their jobs. Okay, well, hopefully he gets that done before the siege starts, if nothing else. Ooh, hello, hold on. That's actually a really good helmet, 10. Does anyone have anything that's basically non-existent? Well, let me rephrase that. Who needs it most? The melee guy, most likely. 13. Okay, you both actually have good helmets. Oswald, you can go ahead and grab a good helmet. Why not? There we go, Ulrich. I'm proud of you. You figured it out. Good job, buddy. I don't think we're gonna have time to actually turn this into an interior shooting thing. This is just gonna be a little bit of a trap box to buy us time. We should still be able to get some shots once they're inside, but the outside, they're gonna be pretty covered. Hopefully they'll just like spread out and we'll be able to shoot them from farther out and then move in once they get into here. But we are working on the traps and they are going to attack in the morning. So we'll have to see how that goes. And how about we save that little cliffhanger for next time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, pretty good little part. We didn't do a whole lot except fight for our lives, which I suppose that can be pretty fun in its own right. Other than that, it was literally convalescing and getting ready for this siege. So yeah, next time we're gonna probably deal with another siege right away. We did pick up a new guy out of it, Scott over here, and he should be okay. His concussion is, yeah, his concussion's gonna be pretty bad while we're fighting, but not much we can do about that. Reicheld is okay, down to critical at least, but that hasn't lowered the stat decreases at all. So yeah, Reicheld's going to be in a bit of a weird spot because she can fight, but as soon as she can't move, she cannot move while we're fighting. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. And other than that, we probably need to get you a little bit better kitted out before the battle starts. So next time we'll open with probably a siege by some looters. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to it. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.